Hi, my name is Kirk Hamilton. This is the Staying Healthy Today show, and this is a show where we bring information to the individual, to people, society, the world about how to live not only longer, but more full life, healthy life, and give information so people can choose what they want to do. So I did come across a book of Dr. Dale Bredesen's. I had actually in 2016 gone to the Buck Institute on two occasions in that year to study how to prevent reverse cognitive decline with a multiphasic approach. And Dr. Bredesen, a neurologist who has uh, shown that there are many different um, things that can go out of balance that, if corrected, like his original analogy was, I think it was either 36 or 37 holes in the roof, and if you repair five or six of those holes, then the process of neurodegeneration could be slowed, stopped, or reversed. And so his new book came out, and it's kind of a hybrid version of his other two books on the same topic over that time period. But what I wanted to focus on was five simple things that everybody can do, because when you get into the more um, labor intensive and costly approaches to preventing and reversing Alzheimer's disease, you realize you want to do your basics really well. So, for example, if you're taking vitamins and minerals and hormones, and you're avoiding environmental toxins, and you're detoxing from mold, and you're getting treated for co-infections, uh, and maybe you have to clean out your home, those things are very expensive and very time consuming. And so there are some basics that, while people say they want to do those things, the basics can be done by everybody and should be done now. And you want to start as early as you can. Probably one of the most heavy things I do is I have a couple sitting in front of me, and I can see all the biochemical parameters and lifestyle parameters from testing and history. They're out of balance. And that person can participate who has the cognitive decline. But once they slide another month or two, maybe 6 months, they can't do any of those things, from taking their own supplements to going out and walking by themselves to all the more difficult things, without the spouse or without the partner. And then the process ends and the person gets institutionalized. So you want to start early. So here's five real simple basic things that almost everybody agrees on. One, a no sugar diet. The exact reverse of an ultra processed diet. No processed carbohydrate whatsoever, no sugar, whole foods only. So that's pretty straightforward. And that will keep your insulin levels and your A1C levels below 5 at least. Number two is daily exercise. And I can't emphasize this enough, because this is one of the cheapest and most profound ways to improve health. It's hard for me to remember a really aggressive exerciser that exercises an hour or two every day that I see have cognitive decline. It helps your blood vessels, blood flow to the brain. But what it also does is stimulate a compound called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, and that actually builds new axons and neurons. So you can actually build new neurons by just exercising every day, and it doesn't cost a nickel. So I really hammer that home. Is that if you're really serious and you can't afford all the other stuff, why aren't you out exercising every day? Or if you're sitting on home watching television, you should be walking on a treadmill. So exercise and strength training enhances the brain augmenting effect of exercise. So 2 or 3 days a week of strength training. The next is sleep. This is my weak area. This is where my brain suffers the most. Um, for memories to be consolidated, you have to go into deep sleep. So you got to get past, people say 7 or 8 hours of sleep. I'd be happy with 6, to be truthful. But also, what happens is the microglia, these little immune cells in the brain, they clean house when you're sleeping, and that is critically important. And they prune. I can't imagine pruning trees, but pruning your synapses so you have better brain function. So sleep is critical. Top three: no sugar diet, whole food diet, exercise, sleep. The next one is good stress, challenging stress. As you get older, you take a new class. I know a colleague of mine who's in 70s taking a bacteriology class and getting classified to do different kind of blood draws. She wants to do it because the person would like to do hospice. Might be myself taking a new dance class or new martial arts class. It doesn't matter what it is, but to challenge yourself in a positive way. And if you're around people, it's even better. And also to be around family. Being around younger people is really important for brain health in older individuals and interacting with them. So, good stress, challenges. And 5 is avoid overwhelming stress. That stress where you just can't even breathe and you can't see out. That's not good for your brain. So, those are simple things you can do. I'm going to write a little bit below this video about other things you can do and connect you to different websites. But remember, do these simple things as best you can. Don't look for the esoteric things that are valuable, but they're not going to give you the most bang for your buck as diet, exercise, and sleep. Those 3. Okay? My name is Kirk Hamilton. I'll talk to you soon. You have a wonderful day.